put this down here and headphones on, mic on, and we're back. Why have I been missing? The podcast is back, you guys. Welcome back to the Growin Samoan podcast. It's been a while. I know it's been a while. It's been actually around 3 years, but we're back. And I'm happy to be back. And I'm happy that you're back to listen to us. For today's podcast, it's just going to be me. But I have talked with my lovely wife, Tala, and we will be having her on the next podcast. But this podcast is just going to be me. And I really just wanted to do this podcast just to kind of get back in touch with you guys and let you guys know why have I been missing and my wife and the Growin Samoan podcast. So before I start, like always, if you're old here and you've been a subscriber before, you know how I always like to introduce the podcast with greetings from all kinds of cultures and languages that we've come across in the past or in life. So if you have a word in your language that says hello, put that in the comment. Go to our YouTube channel. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And just type in how you guys say hello from your language. If you're on Spotify, you just go on our YouTube channel, follow us on YouTube, and just add in the comments how we say hello. So, OG style, I'm going to say hello. Talofa lava, malolele, aloha, yarana, pulavinaka, kiora, mabuhay, afade, ni hao, konnichiwa, ciao, hola, annyeonghaseyo. I still don't know how to say that right, but it's supposed to be Korean. And merhaba. I guess that's Turkish. That's just a list I have here on. Why does it? It's so bright. If I can zoom in. There you go. It's there. Yeah, I just put the camera onto the YouTube video. So once again, if you're on Spotify listening to us or Apple Podcasts or YouTube, welcome back to the Growin Samoan channel. My name is Henry Willie. I go by DJ Hen, DJ Hen Dog, Hen, and the Growin Samoan sometimes. If you can recognize me, out on the streets and stuff like that. So this podcast episode is called Why I Have Been Missing. The podcast is back. Now, I'm just going to talk, and I hope you enjoy everything. We're just going to chat. We're just going to talk. We're just going to chit chat because it's been a while. And I don't know if I explained to you guys that it's just me on this podcast today. I just have bad memory. But if I didn't say that already, it's just going to be me on the podcast. But I did have a talk with my wife, Tala, and she will be on the next episode of our podcast so we can catch up. Because I know you guys really love it when we go back and forth. I've heard a lot of, I would say, like compliments on when we do our podcast. Me and her, we like to go back and forth and we like compliment each other. And this is our channel following our journey with me, my wife, and all our 5 children, our 5 boys. And it's kind of like it's real touchy when it comes to YouTube, sharing our life, sharing our words, sharing our information. And a lot of people can't do it, but like I've talked about on the previous podcasts, I really love talking about what this whole podcast is about, finances. And I started doing this channel just to get it out there as a podcast on audio. And then we also put it on YouTube just for those that watch YouTube, because that's the thing that was going on back then, was you do a podcast and then you put it on YouTube for those that want to watch a video. And apparently a lot of people love video. I love video. So thank you guys for watching the YouTube channel. And if you're watching right now, as you can see, I'm in my studio right now, and this is like a legit studio from our previous videos. Like if you see our old videos, we're in our apartment and we have like we're sitting on the table. We're sitting on my dining room table in the apartment, and we're just chatting. Like I just bought some cheap microphones on Amazon and said, let's do a podcast. We were using home earphones, and we just started the podcast. So from when we started the podcast, it was real. It was something that I really loved doing because I was seeing results in my life as a Samoan man that didn't know nothing about money and stuff. And I started learning about money and how to go about it, wealth, credit, all that stuff. And I got so excited and I said, hey, I'm learning a lot and I'm seeing changes in my life, not only for me, but for my wife and my kids. And if you watch the previous podcast, I got so excited. I just jumped on there. We're talking. I had so much information. I don't know where I was, tell you honest truth. I was just like, let's go, let's freaking go. And my main goal was to like put a face like mine to Samoan man. Even though I was raised in the States, United States, I can still relate to our culture, our Samoan people, whether you're from Samoa or American Samoa or anywhere in the Pacific. And there wasn't nobody like me on the podcast space talking about finances, talking about money, how financial education, financial literacy, all these things that can help you out. There wasn't nobody. So I got excited. I did the podcast. It was running, and it was mainly for podcast only, like audio. Like that was my whole goal. Just do it just like podcasters do. And if you guys followed us, everything was going good. Fast forward till now, everything's still going good. Everything that we're teaching, or I would say sharing, all the information we're sharing, it's been beneficial for us. As you can see, we moved out from our old bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom. And I feel so bad because I kind of cut it off right there. And there was a lot of you viewers that continue to want more. And I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Hey, y'all, I'm just trying to be so honest and so real with you guys right now. I just apologize. And I want to be honest with you guys on the title of why I was missing. And I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about on the podcast and what I really wanted to get to the viewers, to the listeners. And all I could think about was the truth, the honest truth. Don't be beating around the bush. Just tell the viewers the truth. So I comprised a little note, and it's very simple because I had so much going on, but it's very simple. And I'm going to read it off my phone here. So the truth in like a nutshell from what I'm about to talk about, and hopefully I don't take too long during this podcast, but the truth is I just had a whole lot hit me at once. And I guess I just got overwhelmed. Excuse me. I just got overwhelmed. And I just kept pushing the podcast back and back and back and back until recently where I got a call from a buddy of mine, Mr. Hines 57. Thank you, Uso. He kind of encouraged me because we were both in the podcast space, and he kind of encouraged me to come back to the podcast, and that's why I'm here. But the reason I was missing is we had a lot of going on. The end of the podcast, the last episode, I was talking about, I think, crypto. I was talking about our journey getting out of debt. And then during that time, me and Tala, we got ourselves out of debt. It was such a beautiful thing to get out of debt. Like I've told my story before, I was like $250,000 in debt, like $250K in debt. We got out of debt, me and her, debt free, debt clean and as a whistle. We started rebuilding our credit. I rebuilt my credit. I built it back from a low score to now I'm good credit guy kind of guy now. You know what I'm saying? I got good credit. I got like I hit 800 credit score, and I'm just kind of teetering here and there. I'm probably like at a 760 right now, but never knew anything like that. So all the things that hit me at once was I did have an issue with my job. I was um, juggling quitting my job, which was a big deal, and then transitioning to just being self-employed, and then we were already searching to buy properties, and then we started buying properties. So I actually ended up quitting my job at the same time while we were buying the properties. So that was a lot, you guys. That was like, yeah, it was so much for me at that time because I was like, man, what am I doing? Am I doing it right? Am I going to fumble the bag? Am I not going to get these properties? So that was a lot like on me, a lot of stress, I could say. And at the same time, COVID hit us. So we were all going through COVID. And come on, you guys already know about that. That was just insane, right? Like families passing away. We're all dealing with that stress level. I mean, literally the whole world shut down. It just shut down and just changed everything. I think pretty much that was a big thing because when COVID really hit, I quit my job. We were in escrow to buy two properties, and COVID hit, and I was just overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, family stuff, just trying to make it for my wife and my kids, and with quitting my job. But I will say one thing: everything did work out because of the financial education that I have, put myself through and learned. Everything worked out. I was nervous, but I ran the numbers, me and my wife, my family, and everything worked out. We'll talk about that, later on in the podcast. But another reason why I got overwhelmed was not only COVID, but I kind of, during COVID, I got into what I like to say was my DJing stuff. So as you guys know me, obviously, if you look in my studio, I still have like all my DJ equipment. Oh, and if you look in the back, if you're watching the video, I got a bass, a piano, I got a drum set here. I learned how to play the band during COVID. I learned how to play the band. I learned how to play the bass during COVID. And then I also joined a band. We had a nice island reggae, R&B, funk band, and we were just jamming. So then I joined the band. Like, what's going on? We just used to have nice jam sessions, and then my musical world started kicking in. Then I wanted to do. I was doing DJ gigs on the side, and then I transitioned to streaming live on Twitch as a DJ because we were all quarantined at that time. So then I got busy with Twitch and everything, and then the band, and then the move, and all of this stuff. So there was a lot of stuff that happened, and then all at once. It was like all in the ending of that last episode, and month after month, I just added more on top, and then I just kept saying, okay, I'll just push the podcast. Everybody, they'll still be there, and my stories will go through, and I can tell them about this and how we got, the house, and how I quit, and how everything's good. How finances are great right now. We're getting out of debt. And I just kind of just pushed everything back with the podcast. Tell you the honest truth. That's literally was the thing that I could think of is why I haven't put out a podcast. And as we moved into our properties, our homes, we had a lot of rebuilding the homes. We fixed a lot of the stuff up in our houses, two houses. We moved in, life started happening. started transitioning to a new town, new city. Our kids moved, new schools. My new career as a self-employed DoorDasher slash DJ. So I was just totally focused on making my income now on my self-employment stuff, like DoorDashing and being a DJ, uh, going streaming on Twitch. And at the same time, life was good. Like Tala, she went from jumping back into her career to just boosting right almost like near the top. And I felt so comfortable because when she did, she made a lot of income. The income was so nice. And then on top of that, our kids, our older sons, they both started making higher income. And then I just kept saying, I'll just push it back. The podcast is still there. I love finances. When I talk to people about finances, it'll come, it'll come. I kept pushing it back, pushing it back. There were even times when I would have jam sessions in our band. We would be hanging out, and I would talk to people about, what I do on the podcast. Like, hey, you got a podcast? Like, yeah, I got a podcast, bro. We talk about finances. And out of nowhere, a lot of the Usos, they'll be like, Sully, for real? Like, dude, I'm trying to get my money right. I'm investing in this and that. And I had a lot of great talks with a lot of Usos about investing, about just financial literature that they'll just, hey, you read this book, you read that book, you know about these stocks, and it was just so great. There were times we had visitors come, some relatives come, and they were like kind of like encouraging us to get back on the podcast, because when they came to the properties, they were like, what are you doing? You gotta get on a podcast. You gotta talk about it. And shout out to my Long Beach family. Love you guys so much. See ya. You are, girl. So they came over. They're like, come back. You gotta share what's going on in your life. And there were a lot of moments like that. There were a lot of subscribers who kept subscribing, like here and there, that would just shoot out messages. Big shout out to the Uncle Maui podcast. That was the last subscriber that gave a shout out, and it was more so of well, actually, I'll just read it because I really want to give everybody like a nice like point of view of why we do the podcast, and still to today how the comments still come in and really encourage me to keep going, me and my wife. Let's see here. If I could just find the dang comments and not be a dork with some community. Okay, so here we go. Shout out to Leah, and my sis Al, Mangel. Love you guys. They commented on my last video. And Heinz 57, of course. And then you got, here we go. So Hanging with Uncle Maui podcast. So this is from @Hanging with Uncle Maui podcast. I'm just going to read a message that he put on the podcast from our first episode. And it says, as a Samoan and as a fellow podcaster, this is absolutely inspiring. My wifey and I are really buckling down on our finances and getting serious about it. We appreciate this. Ofaku. That means much love. And it says, much love, Usos. Chihu. And I was right there. I don't know, you can see, got the flags and everything. So, and that was like back in September, and I literally haven't been doing anything. But it's so nice when you get people just still tapping in and still sorry, I dropped my cup here, and still trying to and still wanting to learn about finances, or still finding us pretty much in this space of YouTube, which is crazy because I just found a number. It's like 2.7 billion people tap into YouTube a month. 2.7 billion. And that's not even Spotify numbers or Apple Podcasts. This is just YouTube podcasts. So I'm really thankful that somebody found the channel of like Uncle Maui podcast and everybody else from the previous years. But this episode is really like kind of like just getting back in touch with the podcast and letting you guys know that we're still here. There's been ups and there's been downs, you guys. I mean, we're gonna talk a lot about some of the downs when Tala gets back. With life is life, you guys. Nothing's perfect, but I can honestly tell you from the bottom of my heart that what I like to talk about here on this channel, I'm living proof 100% that if you put your hard work to it on educating yourself on finances, your life will become easier in this day and age, in this world we live in. We we have we had the ability to not only retire me from the 9 to 5, which I call a 9 to 5 is what we call here in the States a W-2. That's when you go clock in and you work for somebody for 40 hours a week or plus, and you are pretty much an employee. I was able to say bye-bye to the 9 to 5, you guys. You guys heard me before on my previous podcast, always talking about that. Yeah, I can't wait till the day I go say goodbye to the 9 to 5. You guys, I did it. I did it. I feel so, first of all, I give all thanks to God, first of all. But I did it. And if you're watching this channel, you can too. I'm nobody. I'm like a nobody, like really, like nobody. All I did was just learn about some financial education from the wealthy, from podcasts here and there. I educated myself. I started reading books. I started listening to audiobooks. And there was so many people in that space that were able to say goodbye to the 9 to 5. And I actually became one of those people. I didn't hit the lotto. I didn't hit the $1 million jackpot at the casino. Nah, no, 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 no. I just became smart with my money, my finances. I figured out a way to get out of my situation. I created a plan that won't hurt or wouldn't hurt my family financially, and I did it. I did it with the help of my wife, my children, and the knowledge that I received. I was able to quit my job at the age of 42, and that was my last 9 to 5. I've never worked a 9 to 5 ever since then. It was December 17th, 2021 was the last day I ever worked a 9 to 5. And I can tell you, if I could do it, I'm pretty sure anybody can do it. Because like I said before, I feel like I'm really like your average Samoan guy. I'm 6'4", like 275 right now. Everybody always calls me big guy. Hey, what's up? What's up, big guy? What's up? Uso? And like people are just scared of me. They look at me like I'm a bouncer, And I've been like, if you're a typical Samoan male, you know what I'm saying. You get that. Oh, all he's good for is just working at a warehouse or working security, or playing D1 football. And that's just the what the portrayal says. So there's a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. But that's just how we are looked at. For me personally, I'm just saying how I feel. But at the same time, or they look at me like I'm a scary gangster or something like that, but at the same time, I said, you know what? We have brains. I'm a smart man. I found some information, and I think I can do this too. And it has nothing at all to do with my race, my color, my skin, or anything like that, or my culture. It all had to do with just educating myself about something, and that something was finances. I did that, and I was able to just break that mold of, this, he's just gonna work and just like every other Samoan guy, and until till the day he's done, But nah, not me. I did it, you guys. I can honestly say I did it, and I'm happy. And I got lazy. I'll tell y'all the truth. Like I got lazy. Like I think it's something new when you retire from the 9 to 5. I mean, I had other side hustles ready in line for when I retire from the 9 to 5. Meaning that when I retire from this job, say goodbye to the 9 to 5, I will not be working for anyone for the rest of my life. I will be not be working for any man or woman for the rest of my life. I will be working for me as far as making income is concerned. So I love it. I love it because I was able to transition from working a 9 to 5, quitting, to completely going self-employed. So making income off my DJ gigs, DJ money, and then also my DoorDash money, which turned into delivering. Like I would do Spark is like a Walmart thing now, but I love it. I'm my own boss. I am my own boss. I make my own time to make my own income. And there's a lot of people out there in the world that are doing that now and transitioning because I'm 45 years old. I quit my day job, my 9 to 5 job at the age of 42. Now this is for all my 40-year-olds, 42, 40-year-olds and up. You guys get it. You guys get it. When you're at that age and you're at that job and you feel like it's just a dead end and you're just like so tired and you're just sick and tired of it. I was just tired of it. I was like, I gotta make this decision. Do I really want to continue to work for somebody for the rest of my financial life, my career, and not spend time with my kids and just work for some person in a high, CEO status that I've never met before and make him money? I made that decision to say, no, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life, at 42, because I'm getting older now, and I'm going to do it my way. I want to do it my way. Now, I know it's probably hard to say for a lot of people to be able to think like, oh, okay, there's no way I can do that. I'm in this situation. I'm in that situation. There's no way. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, if you guys go to our first videos, you guys will understand, like, it's possible. It's possible for anybody. Like, really, it is. Like, we were in debt. We had bad credit. We had the way into, we're $250K, $250,000 in debt. We already had a foreclosure on the house before. We had no money in the bank, and it was just horrible. We didn't know anything about money. I didn't know anything about money. We just kept spending, and getting more in debt and crying about we broke, until I just changed. You just got to flip it. You just got to change your life around, you guys. That's it. And from that to this, for me to be retired from my I say goodbye to the 9 to 5. It's been 3 years now, and in that same time was able to still accumulate retirement in our retirement funds, and still and able to purchase 2 homes. So there's been a lot of downs too. I should be talking about the downs too. We got back in debt. That was the biggest down. Like, whoever known, like, the Growin Samoan would get in debt. Yo, it happens. Life happens. So we got out of debt. We were debt free, and life happens, and we got back in debt. Now, how did we get back in debt? Addictions. But I'm going to save that for another podcast. But even though we got in debt, the knowledge that we have of finances is so powerful that this time around it hurt. It hurt pretty bad, but it didn't hurt as bad because for some strange like reason, y'all, like I knew how to fix it. And I felt okay because I knew it was fixable because I've done it before. And it reminds me of a story of like Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the president right now. But it reminds me of a story of him back when he was a businessman before presidency, how he went to a homeless person and the homeless person asked him for some change. And he this is his story. And he told the homeless person, I don't know, you're probably more richer than I am right now, because that's when Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy. If you guys ever heard about that, he did file for bankruptcy. But look at where he's at now, and not the presidency part of it, but he did bounce back from after claiming bankruptcy and of course, he became a millionaire again, whatever. We're nowhere near millionaire status. We are nowhere near that. But the knowledge that I have is similar to that story on a lower scale, because now we're in debt, but we're climbing out so fast. Like it's crazy. It's just crazy. That's pretty much it, you guys. I really wanted to get this channel going again on the podcast, because that's what we started this channel with the podcast. Now, if you watch the YouTube channel, you noticed I put some videos out there, some vlog videos, some talking videos, and I'm still new to the YouTube part of it. Like for the podcast, we just recorded and threw it out there. But all like this right here, if you can see, I have like I've been watching videos, so there's like lighting over here and stuff. This is crazy because this is all my stuff, my equipment I've had for years, and everything. I think the camera, the microphone, all the lights and stuff. I got like lights angled everywhere, trying to learn stuff from YouTube, trying to grow the channel, but also trying to make it better for you guys as viewers, so the content can be more watchable and more intriguing, and also more beneficial for you. No more old school staticky like cameras and stuff. But I did started the vlog. So a vlog is one thing I'm adding to the channel. So if you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, because you want to follow everything that happens that I post. So I'm going to start vlogging, and you guys are just going to be with me. I'm just going to take my camera around everyday life. If there's events that I feel like, oh, okay, I want to share this with my Growin Samoan world, I'm going to vlog it. So tomorrow I have another vlog that I'm going to do with Tala, you guys. She signed up for a dance class for the Asian Pacific Cultural Center. The Samoan dance crew is hosting another dance class where they're teaching Samoan dances for free. So I'll be vlogging that, and I'll post it up whenever that's ready. But these are the vlogs I'm going to continue to do, because I feel like this is a part of the Growin Samoan journey, and you guys are part of it. So I still want to give you guys like joy and entertainment, just being a part of our family, because I feel like you guys are, and I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for continue to be our family, and thank you guys for subscribing. That means a lot to us, because it shows that, okay, we're reaching somebody. The other thing that's on the podcast or the YouTube channel that I posted was they call it a talking video, and if you're watching YouTube, it's something like this, where it's just me and the camera, or they call it a talking head. It's just me and the camera, me talking to you guys. So I threw that out there quick. I don't know why. I just threw it out there quick. I said, man, it's been over 3 years. Let me make a quick video. And I try to get people like intrigued and stuff about the title. The title was how I retired and bought 2 houses at the same time, something like that. But I just threw that out there because I just got so excited about getting back into my niche of talking about finances and stuff. But I should have pumped on the brakes. That's what I should have did, because this is what I should have done first. I should have came back to the podcast first of all to let you guys know why I have been missing, and me and my wife and Tala. But we're back. That's all that matters now. But that's been it pretty much. I also did a cooking video because I feel like everything involved in our life has everything to do with our journey. And cooking, man, hey y'all, we love to eat. We love food. Now, for health reasons, I did a keto version. If you don't know what keto is, just YouTube it. It's good for our people, in my opinion. I mean, it's helped me out so much. I did a keto friendly palosami, but it was with spinach instead of kalo leaves, because it's hard for me to find kalo leaves. I get spinach at Winco. Winco's a grocery store, so watch that video. And these videos, really, like the cooking videos, some of it I wanted to do for health reasons. Like, I'm gonna show you guys like the keto food I eat, because keto has changed my life. It's made me feel way better. And then there's gonna be just cheat day videos, you guys. I'm gonna have some cheat day videos. We just gonna grub and show what the Growin Samoans are doing. But also, like, if I go to festivals, oh, I love going to like any festival that has island food or any kind of food. Yeah, I'll be vlogging that too. I'll be vlogging that. Or foodie stuff like that. See, we love to talk about food, you guys. I rarely talk about food on the Growin Samoan channel, but hey, I had an idea, and I think I'm gonna try to go and just go to spots, Samoan spots, But that's also on there. I I will be doing, and stay tuned for this, because this is something I truly want to do, is I want to do a how-to videos. Now, this is very, very, I think, beneficial for all the Growin Samoan people that come into the channel. The how-to videos will be basically me, throwing a how-to video of how to build your credit, or how to apply for a credit card, how to get your first credit card, what is credit, the videos like that. How to look at a credit report, or how to get a credit report, and all this stuff will be a whole totally different video, where I would have shots of showing you guys what websites and this and that. So I'm working on that. I gotta get real good at that. I'm learning some videos. I'm learning from some YouTube videos, and I'm going to be editing and stuff like that. I just want to put a picture, a face to our people on YouTube, in the YouTube space, because you can go on YouTube and you can find a lot of videos of, how to build your credit, how I got a low credit score to a 700 credit score, and this is real life. This is real talk, because this is what I've done, and this totally, DIY. It's all DIY. I didn't hire nobody. I didn't have to pay for nothing. This is all DIY, a lot of things, the Growin Samoan channel has ideas that I really want to throw out there on our channel to build, and not only to build the channel, but to help, to continue to help in what I preach. I'm trying to, just spread awareness about finances, about our money, in our Polynesian culture, starting from me, Samoan, because, Samoa in the Polynesian culture, or the islands, we got, Samoa, Hawaii, Tonga, New Zealand, I mean, you name it, Fiji, or even and if from our Polynesian islands, it could reach out to the Melanesian islands, the Micronesian islands, or anybody in the world that can relate, to somebody like me, if you just, or even if you just enjoy, the pure entertainment, then hey, more power to you. You guys, if you look at our bio on our Growin Samoan YouTube channel, it's a little updated, and it pretty much says that our channel and everything involved that we'll be posting is basically the main goal for our channel, you guys, is for us to reach financial freedom. I'm almost there. I've said goodbye to the 9 to 5, and I love it because there are days. Well, I have something here I want to read to you guys. Well, there are days where I can think back to when I didn't want to go to work, but I had to get up and I had to go. And I will just lay in bed, guys. I'll just be like, wow, I don't have to worry about that no more. I'm retired. Retired from the 9 to 5, but it's still a form of retirement, Like literally, I'm my own boss. I can schedule a time when I want to wake up and go make money. Pretty much. I could say I want this day off. I'll make money tomorrow, the day after. I could literally say that. And wow, from a nobody like me that can do it, if I could do it, you can too, I know that's kind of cheesy, but, it ain't easy being cheesy. Yeah, that's a dad joke for real. Hey, I'm 45 years old, guys. Come on now. I got 5 kids. It's nothing to me. I'm not no youngin'. I ain't no YN. I'm a old school. I'm a old school baby. We're from that Bone Thugs era, that hippopotamus, but what I wanted to show you guys was an affirmation, right? So affirmation is something like you just like a pat on the back, kind of like saying that you tell yourself every morning. So I did this thing called affirmations. I forgot what book it was from, but it was from like a self-help book. And I have a whole list of affirmations here, but this is the affirmation that I hope one day you guys get to use. Okay. My last affirmation, actually second to last, because I have a long list that I like to read to myself every morning. And the second to the last affirmation says, it goes like this. Retired life is something people dream of, and I'm living that dream. That's pretty much it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what you think a retired life is supposed to be, because you ain't retired. Okay, so you shouldn't be even trying to say, well, your hand ain't retired here. No. I am retired from the 9 to 5. I do not have to go and work for a boss. I ain't got to worry about my alarm going off or no. I am retired in my own way, and I love it. And it's not your traditional way, you guys. You got to think outside the box. That is what it is. You have to think outside of the box. Literally. It's 2025. There is AI technology. You can go sell papayas on the corner and have a YouTube page and make money off of that, or a TikTok page and make money off of that, and you don't have to work for anybody. The world is so open right now on so many ways you can make income without having to do it the traditional way. Now, with that being said, there is not anything wrong at all with traditional 9 to 5s at all, because there's some people out there that love their 9 to 5s, and if you love your 9 to 5 and you making good money and it's getting there, you there to financial freedom, more power to you. I wish I was in your shoes, because I hated my last job. I couldn't stand my last job, y'all. It was the podcast. The next podcast I talk about is gonna be after the second one with Tala, but probably the one after that is going to be why I quit my job. Because there was some drama that they pushed me over the edge to do it. And I want to talk about that drama, because I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to me when it comes to work drama. You know what I'm saying? It was that boss that I just wanted a cookie right in his face. That was the drama that said, you know what? I'm going to be a good Christian, and I'm just going to just quit. And because I can do this, because I have what I call FPS, and that is financial position of strength, FPS. And I still have that FPS. So, yeah, that's gonna be another story, you guys. Thank you guys, man. I love you guys, and I really, really enjoyed talking my nguku off because just just if you guys know me, like I'm that type of person that be cutting people off like when they be talking. And I feel bad. I do apologize to all my family and friends out there because they guys know me. My man, hand be cutting me off all the time, man. Especially when I'm when I'm drinking and I'm kind of a little tipsy. Oh, hey, but it's all jokes. It's all love. And I try to get better at it. I try to, just kind of wait your turn, listen. We listen and we don't judge. But I always be judging. I just jump right into it and be like, hold on. But I need to listen and don't judge. Yeah. Yes. Listen. I can't. I'll be judging. I don't care. It's just what it is. The Growin Samoan is back. The Growin Samoan channel is back, and that's it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do more podcasts, weekly, back to weekly, because I got the studio, you guys. We got two houses now. We have two houses. Our families we're not rich, but we are wealthy up here, and we do have some wealth. As far as financially is considered, we do have some wealth. Okay, and from come our family. If you watch our videos, our family was nothing. Broke is a joke, but we here. I got a studio. We also have a home. We also have another property where my in-laws are staying in. I love it. It's something that kind of shows like proof, proof in the pudding. Like, why is this Samoan dude talking about he know about money? Like, hey fool, I'll tell you right now, homie. I know a lot about money, homie. You come talk to me, homie. It's on. We can chop it up about money, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be some kind of business guy in a business suit or, like a banker, teller, to know about money. Nah, homie. You just got to educate yourself about financial education, homie. That's all you got to do. So that's it, So, yeah, man, that's just me being me. If you know me, you know me. I'm just goofy like that, but I'm real. 100. I try to be real. I got a lot of faults, guys. I got a lot of faults. I ain't perfect. I am not perfect. But if you know me personally, it's hard to find my faults, because I'm a lovable guy, man. I always put God first before anything. I may look scary, but once people meet me, they're like, "Oh man, Han's hella cool, man. He's the coolest guy." Which reminds me, before I end, there's a lot been going on. We also stumbled upon cornhole, the game of cornhole. It's where you throw the bags on the board with the hole. Man, we're pretty good at that now, you guys. Like, I don't know. Like, I talked about health and stuff like that. So as a 45-year-old Samoan guy, I started having injuries here and there. So I found this sport called cornhole. I call it a sport. If you want to battle me about that, debate about that not being a sport, come on, homie, I got you. But cornhole it's been a real life-changing sport, not only for me and my wife, physically, but also financially, if you can believe that. Like, and we're going to talk about that too in a later podcast. But the game of cornhole is fun, y'all. It's fun. We love playing. I might do some vlogs, of Tala, because I say we're good, but I'm lying. Like, I'm okay, but she's like way better. I don't know what it is, but she's so good at the game. We got trophies. I'll show you like in the video. The next video I do about like our life, like a vlog, cornhole video. Like, I'll show you like the trophies. Like, she has like a whole bunch of them. We have trophies lined up, but like I have like a few trophies in the corner here, but they're mostly all hers. What else has been going on? Our kids. We got 4 adults now, you guys. 5 of our boys, 4 adults now. So we only have one more couple, Jacob. You've seen him in one of the videos. He's our youngest. He's in middle school. But it's been, there's been some ups and downs, you guys. Like, back-to-back graduations for Isaac and Masi. And you guys know Samoan families. You guys know how it is, man. I'm so bad. I should have been like doing podcasts still talking about, because I ran numbers. Like I know how to make a good budget when it comes to any kind of function, any kind of graduation, birthday party, you name it. Like I could budget some stuff around, but yeah, that's it. It's just me, Tala. What's been happening the past 3 years, a whole lot. It's all just came crumbling down, and your boy got stupid lazy, and I apologize, but God said, Henry, go back to the people and serve the people. And I said, Tama, okay. So, I'm back, y'all. I can't wait for Tala to come back on the next episode. I'm going to probably edit this tomorrow morning and then post it. It's something that I'm trying to schedule now, is to get a podcast in, and this is my first time I like to record in the studio at nighttime, because this is all also doubled down as an office for my sister-in-law, which is perfect, because if you have something like this, why let it go to waste? You know what I'm saying? She uses it as an office, and it creates income. Come on, y'all. Work with me here. There's money flowing everywhere. You just got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to let it happen and let it come to you, organically. All right. So, nighttime, I usually use it. And then, And then I'll usually post it. I should be able to edit the podcast and post it in the daytime. But there should be more coming out. And welcome back. I did it, you guys. I retired from the 9 to 5. I got lazy, and there was a whole lot in my life. I got lazy. I kept pushing this podcast back. All in a nutshell, that's what happened. But thanks to my friend Heinz57, he encouraged me to bring the podcast back. And before I leave, I just want to let you guys know that if you go to YouTube and read the information. I changed it, and I really, in due time. But the main goal for this podcast is for you guys to follow myself and Tala and my family and us reaching financial freedom. Because if we can do things that can reach the goal of financial freedom, then hopefully it'll inspire anybody out there, inspire you guys out there in the world to do the same. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be the first. Nah, I'm just putting it out there on YouTube, because there's not a lot of us out there, like channels on YouTube that can show results and positivity, and like and when it comes to just money, finances. There's no secret sauce, y'all. I was working a forklift job. My wife, she just works in the office. Now she works remote, thank God. My kids, they're working at Amazon. They're also IT guys. Everybody just works regular jobs. We're not like, it's just about what you do with your money, how you spend your money, how you save it, how you spend it. That's it. So we're trying to grow this channel. In the future, I know it'll grow. Everything grows in time, like we talk about, but we never focused on the YouTube channel. Now, Spotify is still going to be out there for the listeners to Spotify, but we really want to encourage everybody to go to the YouTube channel, and if you can, spread the word on there, share it with your peoples, share it with somebody you think would be encouraged. And if you want to be a part of the Growin Samoan podcast, just in the comments, type in anything you want in the comments. Ask me anything in the comments. Ask us anything. I will answer every comment until it gets too much, because that's pretty much what I'm hearing that YouTubers do, But I love any comment. I'll try to reply to any of the comments that come up. So I don't, I'm just trying to like think if there's anything I'm missing. I know we went through the title on why I was missing. And in a nutshell, I just got a whole lot. I had a whole lot going on, and it just, oh God, I got overwhelmed. We talked about future podcasts, talk about the Growin Samoan YouTube channel and the stuff that we're going to do on it, the new additional stuff. I try to give a shout out to all the people some of the people that last recently commented on the page. And that's just it. We're just talking. We're just chit chatting, you guys. We're just chopping it up. Wow, it's been 55 minutes. I didn't think it was gonna be this long. I thought it was just gonna be like 20, 30 minutes. But I guess that's what I get for my mooly waiting for like 3 years to do this podcast, you guys. And wow, just imagine the content we're gonna get when Tala comes back on, because I know you guys miss her too. So until then, did I used to have an intro? Oh my gosh, I'm fired. It's been so long since I did a podcast. Let's see. But I still have my notes on my phone. So let's see. The outro. Where's my outro? Let me see. Outro is, I think that's it. There ain't no outro. It used to be we're available on 9 podcast platforms, which are Apple Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Stitcher, Radio Public Podcasts, and Breaker. But I'm just going to say bye. Peace out. Love you guys. Until the next episode. We're back, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys are ready for more to come. This is your boy, Henry Wheelie, your boy DJ Hen Dog, DJ Hen, aka Uncle Hen, King Henry, saying Tofa Soy Fua, good night, goodbye, so long, have a great day, and hey, just remember, put God first and everything should follow. Keep growing. Follow us on the Growin Samoan channel. Love you guys. Peace out.